Good morning, friends, followers, my subscribers, my fellow YouTube creators, my army of Trevites and cultists, and those that just watch anyway. Thank you very much for continuing to support me by watching my channel. It is showing support. Yes, but if you're watching this right now and you've not yet subscribed, I don't care. Anyway, it's Monday morning. Yes, I'm having my Soldier On coffee in my own personalised mug. See that? Thank you very much. And thanks for the emails and the messages I woke up to. Let me just put this down. Thanks for the emails and messages that I woke up to this morning. Fantastic. Yeah, Maureen, thanks for the... I've got a lady called Maureen who sends me emails, and she watches the channel clearly. She's one of you. But she also designs pictures, and one of the ones that she designed I thought was very, very funny was I identify as a non-Biden dairy. In other words, not President Biden. I identify as a non-Biden dairy. I think that's fantastic. Good play with words there. Good play with words there, Maureen. Yes, very nice. And as you can see this morning, I'm showcasing a couple of books, not only my own, but these other ones. Call Sign Hades, written by Patrick Bury. Paddy Bury was my platoon commander in 2008 in Afghanistan. Did a fantastic job. The way it works in the army is whenever you have a platoon commander and a platoon sergeant, it works two ways. You either have a senior platoon sergeant and you send a young officer to him so he learns the platoon sergeant, or you have a senior officer that's about to be promoted to captain and you send a promoted corporal who's just became sergeant to go and work with him, and they learn of each other. Well, what happened in Afghanistan in 2008 was I had a great platoon sergeant called PJ. He was a good platoon sergeant, not gonna lie to you. And I learned a lot from him. And I took over him, and I went to work under Patrick Bury. Patrick Bury, great. I learned a lot from him. He's a great guy. He's very tactical aware. He knows the ground, the system. He's a great person to... He was a good mentor. So I went to work with him, and then once I had learned what I needed to learn from him, Paddy Bury got promoted to captain and went back to the UK. And then I had a young officer come in, and then it was my job to mentor the young officer. So whenever he left Afghanistan, it was a shocking tour, very, very educational. We learned a lot. We did every type of thing you can do, whether it was ambushes, to break contact drills, to attacks, compound attacking, air assault. We did everything. Anyway, that's Patrick Bury's book, Call Sign Hades, because my call sign was Hades. 10 Bravo, he was Hades 10 Alpha. So he wrote that book, which is very, very good. And then, obviously, my dog handler, Dave Hayhoe, whose dog won the Dickens Medal. Got awarded the Dickens Medal. I actually wrote a citation for Trio to say what he had done for me and my men on tour. I wasn't the only one that wrote the citation. There was quite a lot of people who wrote citations for Trio the dog. And Trio got awarded the Dickens Medal. So was called Trio DM, Dickens Medal, Trio DM 63. He was the 63rd animal to be awarded the Dickens Medal. Trio retired from the army. People keep asking me this. Trio did retire from the army, and Dave took Trio in and had Trio as basically a friend, really, until he died of old age. There is a statue of Trio, which I'll put in my community page today, actually. A statue of Trio in a place called Coglington. I went for the unveiling of the statue, which was very, very heartwarming and a tough day, actually, because Trio wasn't just a tool, a member of the army. He had his own name, rank, number, but he was a friend. It was a beautiful, beautiful animal. Anyway, where are we? Monday, the 4th of March. Yes, it is indeed. Yes. I actually woke up this morning at about 3:30 for my early morning pee, as men nearly 50 do. We all have to do it, unfortunately. And I happen to have loads of messages on my phone, which I looked at, which I'll discuss them at the end of the video. Yeah. Well, do you remember I told you yesterday? Well, you know what? It's quite clear that the Formula One boss, Christian Horner, has messed up. It's quite clear. At the very start, my very first video, I stood by him. I thought it was just another lady wanting to bring down someone who wanted a compensation payout. Turns out it wasn't. I did mention in my last video where I apologised for that, and I said Christian Horner had done it. In fact, because he was found innocent by Red Bull, the female in question released it to 149 members of the Red Bull team. Now, the marriage was in tatters yesterday. Now we're finding out. Now we're finding out Jerry Halliwell is demanding. She's demanding that her husband stay away from that person. I don't understand why these celebrities need to go. They need to pick up the phone and let us know what they're doing all the time. I've had strong words with him. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Can you make sure that you put in that I'm demanding he stay away from her? I did, Christian, didn't I? Yep. Why can't you just fix your marriage? Why do you have to fucking tell the papers everything? Why do people do this? Why do they have to inform us of every step of their marriage? No, well, I was going to say no one gives a shit, but clearly it's in the paper. And I talk about the media every day, what's in the paper. And this shit's in the paper every day. And Jerry, no one cares. Either leave him or don't, but don't tell us what you're doing. It's a private matter. Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, clearly. Her mother has read the Riot Act out to her brother. Kate's uncle. Kate's uncle is appearing on Celebrity Big Brother. Yes, he is. But he's not a celebrity. He's as much of the royal family as the witch in California, isn't he? Isn't he? No one cares about your stories. She walked past me once and she smelled like Dolce & Gabbana. I mean, no one gives a shit. I mean, but you know what? People want to pay him big money to go into the house, so why not? You know, you're making a few quid, so why not? Get in there and do it, yes. And if they ask you stories about Kate, tell them all the stories. She came over for her birthday when she was 16, 17, 18 and 19. We had cake, we sat in the garden. Yeah, she's good with the hula hoop. Fucking nonsense, isn't it? Isn't it just nonsense? And the Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris, has stepped away from President Biden for the time being. Where President Biden's President Biden's strings are all being put this way, and he's like, we must fight against Russia. We must fight. Kamala Harris is going, I don't know what's going on over there. I think there should be a ceasefire in Gaza. It's a humanitarian catastrophe. Isn't that the first decent thing that she said so far? Yes. It's hard to know if politicians actually care about us, isn't it? They're all being led. They're all being fed, aren't they, to tell us what we need to hear. I mean, the days of the statesman are well finished. Can we trust any politicians? Can we? We will end veterans' homelessness by the end of 2023. Can we trust politicians? No. Everyone is financially... They're all stuck in certain... Politicians are all like, well, these are the companies you must support if you run for Sussex or Essex or Suffolk or Kent. These companies their priorities must come before the people. Yes. It's nuts. What have I got here? New polls in America are revealing that Americans, the majority of Americans, are sick to death with the Harkles. They're sick to death of their constant moaning and attacks on the British royal family. Nothing else to say about that, is there? Nothing else to say. I think we all are. And what else have I found out this morning? The Church of England. Yes, the Church of England. The Church of England. For all you out there that are Christians, pin those fucking ears back and pay attention. Pay attention. My own personal belief is, I would like to think, only because I don't want to go to hell, I would like to think that there's something up there which is the greater of the good. Yeah. The man in the sky. Yeah. God. Yes. God is all seeing, all hearing, all believing. He's in everything. Yes. But he has 10 rules. He loves every man and woman. He loves every human. But he has 10 rules. And if you break those 10 rules, you go to hell for eternity. Okay. I'll not break the 10 rules. I haven't broke the 10 rules. I'll stick within the 10 rules. I don't want to go to hell. But I'll be dead. Anyway, the Church of England has been blasted because it tried to hire for the Church of England were willing to pay £36,000 a year for, let me get this right, an anti-racism officer. The Church of England wanted to hire an anti-racism officer for £36,000 a year. The Church of England, which is a place of worship for God, who loves everyone, who doesn't see colour, creed, religion or race. Does this mean the church sees racism as a problem in its... Why would the Church of England want to hire an anti-racism officer for, ready, to deconstruct whiteness? What? An anti-racism officer in the church to deconstruct whiteness? Does that mean the church has a problem with racism? Wow, I thought they loved everyone equally. Oh, Church of England, eh? Maybe that's why there's not many churches being built these days and we're building synagogues and mosques. Because the Church of England is racist, apparently. Not my words. I'll put a link in the description. Have a look at it yourself. Time for another drink of Soldier On coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. I've seen a video put out by avid gardener Fiona early hours this morning. I just lay in my bed and listened to it. Very, very sad, isn't it? Very, very sad. Imagine spending your days where you don't have a wife, you don't have a partner, you don't have children around you. You're on your own in your little flat, or you're on your own with your mother who's not well. And the only thing you have to connect yourself to the world is to watch my videos and to spew hate. Imagine doing that. Imagine not having any friends, where you have to find your friends online. You don't have any friends whatsoever in your life. No one to pick up the phone to and speak to. Quite sad. It is sad. But, you know, if you're going to spend your time in a room, it's not living. Well, listen, people, I am going to head out this morning. I'm going to go to my little place, the Bull Inn, actually, if you want to come and join me. I'm going to have my morning coffee. I'm going to relax. Michael, thank you very much for the presents. I keep getting sent presents, which is lovely. Thanks very much. I do appreciate it. I've got a new t-shirts coming, so I'll have to showcase them later on. But apart from that, people, have a wonderful day. Stay safe. And remember, online isn't real life. Have a wonderful day.